What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about a new RPG coming out called Kingdom Come Deliverance. This game I initially played the alpha of a few years ago, after the game was funded for $2 million. Yes, that's right, this game was funded on Kickstarter by loads of fans for $2 million. So whether or not you've heard about this game yet, a lot of people are supporting it. It's basically a highly realistic medieval simulation based on real world events that took place in Bohemia in 1403. And I thought, given the fact you guys love Skyrim so much, you would be very interested in this game. Obviously it doesn't have any fantasy aspects like dragons and magic like in Skyrim, but it's got many of the underlying concepts and mechanics that made Skyrim a great game. And it's also something new that I think we're all going to enjoy while we wait for that next Elder Scrolls game. In fact, today I've got part 1 of the Kingdom Come Deliverance walkthrough coming out for you guys to watch, and you can find that linked below in the description. I'll be doing a full walkthrough of the beta version of the game, which was released a year ago. So far from what I've played, I've really enjoyed the stupidly realistic combat system, which is based on European fighting styles. They've got a variety of different weapons that you can use, and during combat you can attack from 6 different angles. The experience is really very immersive. You always feel like you're in the moment and you have to react and plan every single blow. It's a little bit like Dark Souls actually. When it comes to large scale battles, the combat is even more sporadic. You need to be very careful in a 2 versus 1 situation, for example, because it's pretty easy to get ganged up on and quickly killed. There are also arrows flying everywhere, and if you get shot in the head and you don't have a helmet on, you'll just instantly get killed. Or if not, you'll probably just bleed to death, especially if you don't bandage yourself fast enough. And because the game doesn't pause while you're bandaging yourself, you can't do it in the middle of combat. Kingdom Come Deliverance also uses hit detection, so if you take an arrow to the knee, you will continue to stumble or struggle to defend yourself. So for example, you can fire an arrow into someone's knee and then attack them and they'll just be like wallowing around not being able to do much. The same goes if you haven't eaten enough food, or even eaten too much food. You can also be drunk or exhausted from lack of sleep. I mean, you really do need to start to plan how you play the game, because nighttime in this game is so stupidly dark you just can't see a thing or really do much. But it is also very good for sneaking around it, because other people can't see you very well. The armor system in this game is so advanced that you actually have to put soft clothing underneath your hard armor in order to cushion the impact from your opponents hitting you. It actually makes a difference to the damage someone does to you. It's incredible. The game also has sneak aspects as well, so you have a visibility stat, and you can dress in very dark clothing so you don't stand out. Or you can go the opposite way and you can disguise yourself as an enemy, so you can put on all of their armor to sneak into their area and scout out their defenses and stuff. The game's visibility stat will actually change based on the area you're in, so say for example you're in a castle or a very open area, you might wear different clothes to hiding in a forest. While sneaking around, you can also knock people out, but if you're not careful, other guards will actually come and check why the person you knocked out has stopped patrolling. So you might want to instead try poisoning their food, so when they eat it, they get very sick and even die. But you'll have to make these potions and poisons yourself, using the stupidly advanced alchemy system. Like literally, there is a recipe book and an hourglass that you need to use to help time like how long you boil things for. And if you get it wrong, like, the game doesn't forgive you. It's just like, okay, you've wasted all those ingredients now. You can also haggle prices at shops as well, and they've got this fun little haggling system. And depending on how you're dressed, it will affect your ability to haggle, and also your ability to intimidate. So if you look like a big burly knight with like a massive sword and stuff, and then you try and intimidate some random peasant, they'll be like, oh my god, I'm sorry, they'll just do what you're saying. Oh, and by the way, the food that you pick up and eat in the game can become rotten as well, so you've got to look out for that too. As you've probably realised, this game has the most incredible looking graphics ever. In my opinion, the forests are lifelike. The team have just nailed the feel of a realistic forest with the variety of plants and different vegetation, and also like the streams and the rocks. Like, they've really studied their environments. In fact, this whole map of the game that the game's based in is actually almost a satellite reference exact copy of what the old Bohemia used to look like. So you can actually visit the quarry that's in the game. It's still there in real life, you know, everything's very similar. And it has a very engaging detective-like aspect to questing as well. It doesn't hold your hand like in Skyrim. Like, there's not a quest marker saying, okay, now you've got to go here. It's a bit like everything's just an unmarked quest. In fact, it's almost brutal sometimes. You can actually go ahead and kill everyone and then you'll be stuck just hopelessly searching for how to progress the story because you've just gone ahead and killed your only source of information. And likewise, if you piss people off, they won't want to even help you or trade with you or talk to you. There are multiple ways to complete an objective in the game, but as the game is based off historical events of Bohemia, you can actually literally go ahead and read the plot of the story and spoil it for yourself right now on like Wikipedia or something. So I suggest you do not do that if you want to play this game. Exploration wise, this game is pretty realistic. Like, you won't find a lot of random bandits in the middle of the forest for no reason at all. Each NPC seems to have their own purpose. They'll all go to sleep, they'll get up at a reasonable hour and wash their faces, and then they'll go to work and they'll, you know, stop for an eat or something to drink. It's stupidly realistic to the point where it's a little bit scary. But I'm going to stop telling you stuff about the game now. I mean, as you can tell, it's really excited me, and I think it's something you guys would really be interested in. So if you want, go ahead and check out my playthrough, which is linked down below in the description. We are all big Skyrim fans here on the channel, and I think it's something that you guys are going to really enjoy playing while you wait for that next Elder Scrolls game to come out. But guys, thanks for watching me ESO, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell icon next to the subscription button, because then you'll get notified when I release new videos on Kingdom Come Deliverance. And for those of you worrying, don't worry, I'm still going to be doing as many Skyrim videos as I've always done. Thank you for watching me, ESO, and I will see you, loyal subscriber, in the next video. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye.